First question here, posed, I think these questions were posed by, well, I'm not sure quite who asked these questions. Nevertheless, I'm sure it's somebody there. Where was I born and where did I train for my acting career? Well, I was born in London, in Twickenham, and I grew up in Twickenham, a suburb of London. And at various times when I was at school, prior to meeting my agent, I used to perform in the school plays. Every week we would protect ourselves from the school troublemakers by presenting a play every week. And that became quite a habit for me and my friends as an opportunity of entertaining the children. We would be allowed to not be bullied or maltreated in the playground. So that's my earliest recollections of actually acting in small little skits we would do each week. But when I was 11, I was very fortunate to meet June Collins, who was Phil Collins's mother. And she was an agent at that time, and she suggested that I might join her agency and thought that I might do well in commercials and television ventures. So I was very fortunate, very quickly launched into a young child actor's career, which seemed to work back-to-back productions, working with many different production groups and television programming and commercials, and then London theatre. So I went to the Barbara Speake Stage School shortly after meeting June Collins, and for the next 5 years had quite an interesting and varied career as a young actor. How old were you when you learnt to ride a horse, and do you still ride? I don't ride, actually. I've heard about too many nasty horse riding accidents. By gee, when I looked at the footage of some of the things we did in Follyfoot, I'm really aghast to think that, today they would never allow actors to get on horses and do the things that we did, especially the stampede sequence around the horse. The horses there, we were really causing a storm from what I could see, and it looked extremely dangerous. But I haven't ridden horses very much since. Occasionally I ride a motorbike, but no, I have not been a keen horseman, although back then I did ride horses quite frequently. But nope, not something that I've done more recently. Where did we stay while we were filming Follyfoot? Well, we stayed in a series of hotels, small hotels around Leeds, if it's my memory serving me well. And if I remember, I was a bit of a tearaway back then, and I think at actually one hotel I was invited to not go back to. I think I caused a bit of a ruckus or made a little too much noise one night, so I actually remember that I got into a little bit of trouble while staying in one of the hotels. Please don't mention that to anybody else. What outtakes can you remember from the series? You got me there. I really do not recall any of the outtakes, but I'm sure there were many of them. Yeah, can't recall any of that, unfortunately. Are you still in touch with any of the other cast members? Well, no, that's not the case. I pretty much, after Follyfoot and a few other ventures, I pulled back from working as an actor and spent a lot of time then in America over the years. I did have a long involvement with a theatre group there, but I actually went to the other side of the camera and started directing, occasionally acting, but mostly directing and helping other people to put productions together, which is always a pleasant thing for me to do. But no, there was no other cast members that I've kept in touch with, so that's that one. Did you all know that the third series of Follyfoot would be the last, or was there a possibility of a fourth? I wasn't involved with Follyfoot at that point. I believe my relationship with Follyfoot was for those early first episodes, and my character was written out. or I think it actually was extended from an initial 2 perhaps episodes, and once I was there, I think they were writing the scripts pretty much a couple of weeks ahead, if I remember rightly, and they wrote my character into some extra episodes, but any possibility of these extra episodes, or series rather, was not on my scale of information, nothing I knew about. Was there ever any discussion of a film version, do you know? I think there was, I think there was a discussion that they would make a full film version of Follyfoot, but I suspect you should also be asking some of the other actors if they had a better memory of that than I do. Not something that I can recall exactly at this moment.